Hey guys, how's it going? Hope everybody's doing well and that you're having a great start to the weekend. Today we're going to have a little bit more fun with the clip matrix in the new Pro Pack that Akai has been promoting. I think it's definitely worth getting. It provides yet another way to compose and arrange and get your ideas down and a lot of people ask, what are the clips? What is a clip? It's basically mini loops, right? So think of, the sequence that you're used to making in the arranger of the regular MPC3 software. Well, that sequence in the arranger is contained in one of these clips, which is here. And you do it the same way. There's many tutorials on how to record to a clip. We can do that one day as well. But today I'm just going to kind of give you a high-level overview of the clip matrix window here and how we can launch the various clips by row or individually, and we'll talk about quantizing the clips again, which is different than quantization of notes that we're used to doing in in like a step sequencer or when you're editing on the grid in the arranger. All right, so let's get to it. First, a quick overview of the matrix here. So it's organized by rows. Each row has various clips on that row, and each clip in the column belongs to an instrument. So for example, these pink clips here, they belong to the drum track. This one here belongs to the synth pads. And if you look at it by row, well, in this row where we have this green row, I have a clip on the drum track and a clip here in the pad. So when I hit launch the row, these are the clip row launchers here. So when I launch the row, those two clips are going to play. So you can see the white shows the progression of the clip. Let me turn it down a bit. There we go. So I launched that row, and only that row is playing right now. If I wanted to, I can go ahead and launch another clip randomly from any other row, but I arranged these so that I can launch them row by row. Okay, so I'm going to stop this by hitting that clip launcher again. All right. You may have noticed that the drums stopped a little bit before the pads, and that's because I have them set at different quantization. So what you should typically do is up here in the corner you have this cog wheel for the settings. If we click that, and you could see that I have the quantization set to 4 bars. So when you click that little setting cog in the corner, that's the global quantization. Those are global settings. Okay, everything in this square represents a global, meaning it's applied to all of the clips. So quantization, I have 4 bars here. What that means is that when I stop or start or do an action to a clip, it's going to wait the length of 4 bars, or it's going to wait till it gets to the end of 4 bars before it does that action. So let's say I have 4 bars, it's playing, I'm on bar 2. If I hit stop, it's going to stop only when it gets to bar 4. All right, and you can the quantization, if we take a look at it here, you have the number of bars. You can go even up to like a quarter note, an eighth note, a 16th note. And so again, the action that you do, that you press or that you trigger, like a start or a stop, will happen at the next time increment, at the next 16th note, or at the next bar, or at the next 4 bars. So that's what quantization means. And so I have the global set at 4, but a lot of the clips, if we look at them individually, so if I were to press and hold this clip, let's say, Sorry, let's do that again. I go to settings, and then we could see here that I have the launch quantization set to 1/16th note. So that allows me to start and stop that clip at the next 16th note. So it's pretty immediate. Okay, whereas the global is set to 4 bars. It will wait till it gets to the 4th bar in the loop, and then it will stop. All right. So I recommend keeping it at 1/16th if you want to use it like kind of a track mute, you know, so when you could stop and start it as you please, without waiting for it to get to the end of the loop. So for example, let's do that again. I'll start this. And then let's say this is 3, 4. So it stopped at the next 16th note. Okay. Let's see. So what I'm going to do now is I am going to launch the individual rows in the sequence of the song that I have planned out. So you could see that I have copied the pad here on several rows, and I have a couple of drum patterns and the bass line here, a couple of different bass lines. I don't think you could see what's written, but there's a couple of different bass lines. And then I have more clips further down, and the way to navigate is to use this move 1 or move 2, and you just press that and you can go to the next clips. I tend to want to kind of use my finger and swipe side to side or up and down, but all that does, if you touch the screen during the matrix, it basically thinks you want to create a new clip. So you don't want to do that. So let's just go out of there, and I'm going to move back up. And now I'm just going to launch the different rows at different times and take you through this pretty cool instrumental track that that I've composed. Oh, before I do that, let me just take you through some of the tracks. So this first track is the pads. And then I have a drum track here, and I have a bass track, very cool bass. I have a piano track as well. This is one of my favorites. This is called Urban Piano. It's on the Fabric plugin that is on the MPC. If you don't have that, I recommend getting the Fabric. It has all the sounds you could ever want. You could pretty much get away just with that plugin. It has a lot of great sounds, piano sounds, keyboards, bass, pads, you name it. All right, let's get to it. So I'm going to start with the first row, and let's get the song going. I might comment a little bit as we go through the different songs. Hopefully the levels are good. We'll let this go one more time, and while it's going, I'll let you know that you can practice sequencing your clips like this, and then what you can do is you can perform that and record it straight to the arranger as you're changing the clips. Got a different bass line there. the drums back. I like having the 16th note because I could come in right before the 1 on the beat, kind of like a you know, a little roll on the drum. Gonna move down. All right, here we go. Here's the drop. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I'm going to play the same thing but with some toms added. So here we go. A little break. One, 2, 3, 4. A little bit off. That's okay. Go back to the top here. Stop that. All right. And now you can't see it here, but my play button on the controller on the MPC is still lit green. That means that the timeline is still going because I have, oh, it actually just stopped here and we got all of the colors back. So when you stop the clips, but you have, let's say, 60 bars in your arrangement, the timeline is still going to continue moving. That allows you to like stop. You can have an empty gap, and then you can bring a clip back in, and it will continue where it had left off in the timeline. All right. So in order to stop everything and stop the the timeline, you would have to press shift and then you press the stop all over here, and that stops all of the clips. All right, so I think that's it for now. Hope you like the tune. It doesn't exactly sound like that. The arrangement is a little different, and if I go to the arranger, if I press main, go back to the arranger, you could see it's all here. A lot of people are asking what these arrows are here in the arranger. Like once you leave the clip matrix and you go back here, this just means that whatever you are listening to was coming from the clips. And if you want to hear now, if you want to hear the arranger play, well, you have to click this button here that says all tracks to arranger. Okay, so it's basically letting the control go back to the arranger from the clips matrix. So just press that and they all go away, and now you can play straight from the arranger. So if I hit play, it's going to start what I had already recorded. So you actually, you can take a look at what I recorded here. I had already done this previously, but it gives you an idea of how it tracks in the arranger. Here come the drums. So basically it's very similar to what you heard. So I'll let you guys go, and I hope this was helpful. Send me a comment, and if you enjoyed this and you found it helpful, like and subscribe to my YouTube account. I'm going to set up two playlists in my account, one for like music production tips like this, and another one where I do performances of my songs and my music, and I hope you enjoy it. All right, so see you next time. Peace.